Natasha here. Welcome back to the Pet Error Podcast. Most of us don't even realize that we provide value to our clients, but we wonder why it's so hard to put a price on what we do. Here's the truth: value isn't just what you do, it's the shift that you create in your clients' lives. I want you to think about that. Have you ever asked yourself, what value do I actually bring to my clients? Now, for many of us in the pet industry, the word value feels so abstract. We think, well, I just walk dogs, I groom pets, I train them, I board them. I mean, that's the value, right? But it's so much deeper than that. Today, I'm going to break down and talk about what value really means regarding the pet industry, why it's so much more than just a service you provide, and how to communicate that value to your clients in a way that makes them say, oh, I definitely cannot live without this service. So, whether you are a dog walker, groomer, trainer, or sitter, this episode is for you. Now, thinking about what value actually means, let's take it back to the basics. In simple terms, value is the difference you make in someone's life. It's about how your service solves a problem, removes the burden, and adds joy. That, my friends, is value. Here's the thing: value isn't always something that's tangible, it's often emotional. And emotion is what people tend to pay the big bucks for. So if you think about your clients for a second, what do you really get out of your service? What do you think they really get out of your service? Sure, you may be thinking, I walk their dog, but what does it actually mean to them? It might mean that they can stay focused on critical work, staying on a phone call with their boss without worrying about their pet. It might mean that their dog gets exercise, love, some social time, which brings a lot of peace to a busy pet owner. Trust me, I know. So when you look at it this way, you start to realize that value is about creating shifts, big or small. Just having someone they can simply rely on is value in themselves, because now you are an extension of the family. So I really want to bring this idea to life with some real life examples. If you're a dog walker, you want to picture your client who's on a Zoom call all day. They're stuck inside their office, they're overwhelmed, and you are taking their dog out for 30 minutes isn't just a walk, but it's actually now peace of mind, because that's something that they didn't have to do. They don't have to stress about their pet, and they don't have to worry about if their dog is getting exercise and love, because they know you're doing it. Super valuable. Now, if you're a groomer, you want to think about a busy pet parent who's struggling to find time to bathe their dog or groom their dog, or they're probably on YouTube, you know, Googling like how to groom a doodle. Okay. You guys know how it is. So, by offering professional grooming, you're now saving them time and energy, and their dog looks freaking amazing every time they pick them up. That, my friend, that facial expression when they see how cute their pup is without even lifting a finger is super valuable. If you're a trainer, your clients right now are probably super embarrassed when they walk their dog and their dogs are barking and pulling them down the street. People are staring at them, clearly seeing that their dog needs training. But now, because they have you, their dog is well behaved, they're super confident, their walks are less stressful. They actually can listen to a podcast, this one maybe, while they're out on a walk. And that's because of you and your teaching style and you empowering the owner that they can, in fact, train their own dog. That's valuable. If you are a boarder, your client may be imagining a awesome weekend right now, or a getaway with their significant other or their girlfriends or their guy friends, and they don't want to feel guilty about leaving their dog behind. So by having you, the boarder, who's providing this fun, safe space, safe place for their dog to stay, you're giving them freedom to relax and enjoy their trip. Valuable. So, convenient services. How about a client who's tired of rushing home on their lunch break to let their dog out? Now, as dog walkers, we know By us picking up their dog, dropping them off, having midday visits, we're saving them time and reducing stress. They get so much emotional joy by knowing that this is something that their dog is receiving, that not only do they have to be the sole person that provides this. Maybe you've helped a lonely client find their companion and you're a breeder. And now their client who was like, you know what, I should be going out and doing stuff, but maybe a dog could be that for me. You're now providing that option as a breeder to that client. So, in different verticals, there's always ways to provide value. But here's where a lot of us get stuck. How do I communicate this value to our clients? How can I articulate it? It's not enough to just say, like, I walk dogs or I board pets. You need to show them that this transformation you're creating is literally going to change their lives. So, for example, instead of saying, I walk a dog for 30 minutes, you could say, while you're busy at work, I'll make sure your dog gets exercise, love, and attention they need to stay happy and healthy. Sounds much different than a neighborhood dog walker, right? Instead of just saying, I board dogs, you could say, go on a weekend trip guilt free, knowing your dog is having fun, staying safe, and being cared for like family. When you frame your services in terms of problems you're solving and the joy you're creating, clients see true value and they're damn sure willing to pay for it. This is definitely the part where we kind of tie it all together. Your value is what justifies your pricing. And I know pricing is always a big one for us, but the value always justifies the price. When you focus on the impact you're making in your clients' lives, you're no longer just offering a service. You are, in fact, the solution they can't live without. So I really want you to think about that. A dog walker who's simply walking a dog, they may charge like 15 bucks, okay? Like 2020 prices, $15. But a dog walker who communicates how they're creating peace of mind, saving time, providing joy experience, now they can charge 30, the $1 per minute we talked about back in COVID. They can charge 40 or for me, 50. Why? Because clients see the bigger picture. Your pricing isn't just about what you do, but it's about the shift and the transformation you create in their lives. And that, my friend, is value. So, from this episode, I really want you guys to own that. I want you to communicate it with confidence. Put your chest out when you say it. I provide a shit ton of value. And my clients who love us, they know it and they see it. I want you to notice how your business changes when you reframe this to clients. Because here's what I want you to remember: you are valuable. Your clients hire you because you make their lives easier, better, and much more joyful. 1000% don't underestimate the impact you're making on their lives. Whether it's saving somebody time, which for me is priceless, giving them peace of mind, even more priceless, bringing joy to their day, or just providing a reliable service, that's where you come in. So next time you're in doubt or you're wondering if you're worth it or if you're just a groomer or if you're charging too much or if you should lower your prices, if you're feeling stuck about that, I don't want you to do that anymore. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, no, I provide a shit ton of value to my client, and the price is the price. It's definitely worth every single penny. So, if you enjoyed this episode, don't be stingy. I want you to share this with your pet bestie and remind them and say, you're worth it. Your price is the price because you provide value. Thank you so much for joining this episode on the Pet Air podcast. I want to see you guys back for episode 16. Episode 16, I'm talking about looking the part. Looking the part is how your appearance can elevate your brand and client relationship. So I'll see you on that episode.